What is up, guys? We are back. So it's probably been a very long time since you've seen me play Destiny 2. So in this video slash thing, we'll be talking about 10 things you need to know about Destiny 1. So I don't even know the controls for this. Okay, so the first thing, this isn't really a thing you need to know, but basically the DLC comes out on May the 8th, which is quite cool. So the first thing you're going to want to know for the DLC is it is the Warmind DLC, and it is basically a Mars, icy Mars area. And in that area, so far, the zones we know is Glacial Drift, Draytech Future Scope, Dynamo Approach, Hellas Basin and Hellas View. And also in Mars there will be 45 collectibles to get. We're thinking it'll be linked in with the new raid lair, Spire of the Stars, and basically yeah, it will be linked in with that. We reckon, like with the Touch of Malice, we had to get those 50 of those fragments, Siva fragments to oh no, that's Touch of Malice. Another one, like the Siva fragments, I think it was, you had to get like 50 of them, which was pretty cool. What's the next thing? Weapons and armors, there's going to be a lot of new armor sets. There's going to be 3 sets, basically one for each class, brand new to each class. That's PlayStation exclusive. We do have 14 new exotics, or exotics in general. Number 2, the second thing you're going to want to know about the Destiny 2 expansion is the activities and rituals. Warmind brings with it a brand new activity that will be taking place on Mars called the Escalation Protocol, and works similar to Horde mode, with Guardians starting at level 1 and fighting their way through increasingly difficult waves reaching to level 7. With each level the enemy combatants become more tougher. Each level has a boss. Players won't be able to complete the entire event if you've just started the Warmind DLC. Enemies increase in power level with every wave, so they'll eventually outscale you if you've not reached max power level before initiating this event. Reaching level 3, 5 and 7 will earn you armor and weapons with unique perks. Awesome? Well, that is cool. Also, because it's Mars, if you remember on Mars we had this public event called the Warsat, and that is returning, which is what I'm kind of looking forward to, I guess. Yeah, so the third thing you're going to want to know that there's 2 new strikes. One of them that I know of is a PS4 exclusive, so Xbox, I'm sorry. So the 2 strikes are called Will of the Thousands, and its official description says Rasputin's neural network is under attack. Take the Valkyrie and use it to defeat the monstrous raid, which means defeat the final boss. The second strike is called Strange Terrain, and it's described as a treacherous dive into Hive territory. Descend deep into tunnels under the Hellas Basin and take the fight to the Herald of Zol. Stop this Hive Prince before he can funnel more power to the Realm God. That's cool. Yeah, so we got the strikes. The third thing you're going to want to know is there's a new raid lair. I know we just literally said it, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. So the third thing is the raid lair. We know that Warmind is bringing it with a brand new raid lair to tier 2. All we know as far as the name of Spire of Stars. It'll be interesting to see how it's connected to the Leviathan raid and Eater Worlds. So this is what people have been thinking. So the Leviathan raid is the base level. The below level is the Eater World, so we reckon above it, if there is a above scenario, that will be the Spire of Stars heading to the top. Yeah, the fourth thing you're going to want to know, there will be new adventures and new, obviously, story missions that you can do, get rewards, which will be quite cool. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what we've got to do in the Warmind DLC. Number 5, PvP and how the new PvP works. So let's go through everything to do PvP. So PvP, you'll have private matchmaking. Private matches, they'll be ranked mode for competitive, you'll earn glory, and quick play, you'll earn valor. Basically it's a leveling system, so when you go to the PvP section, which will be here, you will have a level here, which will be quite cool, and then you'll have like a level here. So basically if you play competitive, you'll get glory points, which is what you get if you're you know, if you're good, you'll get good stuff. And basically losses, you go down, wins, you go up, pretty much. If you go to casual, or in other words quick play, which is for the casual people, basically no matter what you do, if you win you get points, if you lose you don't lose anything. So it's pretty much for the basic people. I believe we're getting 2 new PvP maps called Solitude and Meltdown. Yeah, that is cool. The fifth thing that you're gonna want to know, that exotics will be having ornaments. They'll be having exotic catalysts. So like if you go here, you know, we have the infuse weapon mod, and the ornament will have another slot like here. Basically it'd be secret challenges that you gotta find out what it does. It'll give you like a cryptic code, like saying like your heroism in strikes would be this, and then you gotta go into strikes and do like certain things in strikes to unlock the catalyst. Also, once you obtain the catalyst and equip it, you will have to upgrade it to make it even better, which would be quite cool. So that's very cool. I'm looking forward to seeing how that plays out. What's next? I'm just thinking what else have we got left to do. Number 6, there'll be brand new ships. So we obviously, people have been complaining about the ships in Destiny 2 and 1 that they're just basically reskinned and nothing new. So we're getting brand new style ships, which is quite cool. Nothing that I care for really. If it looks cool, I'll grab it. If it looks bad, then goodbye. Number 7. We're getting 50 more spaces in our vault. So if we go over to my tower, we'll have a look to see if my vault is full or not. I'm not a big collector. I'm not a big collector anyway, so this doesn't really affect me. But people who collect weapons and play this game a lot more than me. Also, you can now delete things from the postmaster, and I think they said you could delete things in vault bright space. I can't remember what it was, but yeah, that's number 7. Number 8, we have a new character and a new vendor on Mars. As you know, at each planet we have a token, so we'll be obtaining Mars tokens, and Anna Bray will be a new character. She is a hunter, and basically she's going to be our vendor to give us weapons, armors, and anything we basically desire. So yeah, that's cool. Number 8, there is number 8, there's 3 types of weapons. There's 3 types of armors, and weapons. There's Braytech, Aikilos, and another one which I can't remember because they haven't actually shown it fully. So that's cool. Number 9, the 9th thing that you're going to want to know is there will be exotic quest lines, which will be awesome, because we don't think we had exotic quest lines at the beginning of the game where we had to do the Mighty tool, we had to do the Rat King, which was awesome. I quite like the quest line. We had one more that I can't think of, but yeah, exotic quest lines are returning in this DLC. Probably 2 exotics, maybe 3, but hey, I ain't complaining. Exotic quest lines means longer playtime, if that makes sense, which is awesome. But yeah, I will be doing a stream like 2 days before the DLC, just prepping before the DLC, try and get my characters to max level. So what was it again? Yeah, so if we look at the vault space now, we have, see, look, I've only used 54 out of 200, which is, yeah, not much. So that's cool. I think I have every weapon, I want to say. But yeah, like I said, I will be doing a big long live stream prepping for the DLC. So if you guys do want to join in or do whatever, I will probably do some raid runs, trials runs, and do whatever. But yeah, the 10th and final thing is, it's nothing that you need to know. It's more of just be careful. Is remember, we all know Destiny 2 hasn't been the greatest of moments, and we all want to play Destiny, but it just has nothing to play for. So in this expansion, they're actually hopefully bringing back a weapon that everyone wants to bring back. It's called the Sleeper Sibilant. That will be probably the 45 fragment quest line that people reckon, and I'm looking forward to just playing the DLC. Also, you want to know is that the cap level will be 385, and it's going to take a lot longer. They said it's going to take up to a month. It took me about 2 weeks to get to 333, 334. So we'll have to see, you know, what it's like. As you know, we just had Iron Banner, so we won't be getting that for 3.5 weeks. But it's going to take a lot longer. So do your milestones. I've been intrigued to see how much harder it's going to be and how like they make it harder. They are making some things like very shortened. So like clan engrams, you won't be able to get raid engrams anymore, or trials engrams, and they cap at 340. So that's kind of shit. So I'm guessing powerful gear will still be getting you to the 385. Or not, maybe, you know, I don't know, but yeah. So that's pretty much everything you need to know. There is brand new exotics, old exotics returning, which are Sirius Regime. We have Armentarium, I think, is returning if it's not in the game already. But yeah, it looks so good, the DLC. I'm looking forward to playing it. Even if it lasts me 2-3 weeks and it's done, hey, it's 2-3 weeks of content I can give you guys, and I will be doing streams of the DLC when it comes out. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have any questions about the DLC 2, of how much it is, when it's out, and yeah, so when it does come out, I will be doing a video probably a day later to see, like, you know, is the DLC worth buying, and giving my review of the DLC. Obviously we've got the story missions to do, adventures. I will be smashing out, and I'll probably be streaming it for like 10 hours straight, because Destiny 2, that's what I do. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll be back later for another stream.